We only have 27 days until the release of NBA 2K26, and we have so much news to cover. So leave a like and subscribe for the most up-to-date NBA 2K26 news. The head gameplay developer Mike Wang has been on a roll. He said, "We spent some time tuning the dribbler's ability to start, stop, and cut. The speed and tightness of changing directions will vary based on ratings and dribble style." Guys, this sounds great because if you played 2K25, you'd understand how slow and unresponsive the dribbling really was this year. And honestly, this is all I want. I just want to have full control over my player and the moves that I'm going to be making. And the fact that he says the speed of your dribbling will be based on the ratings and the dribble style that you're using is pretty interesting. Let me know down below in the comment section, what do you guys think about that? Stacks Montana tweeted, "How would you rather have dribbling in NBA 2K26? A. Dribble moves are locked behind attributes and only the high ball handling builds get faster moves. B. All builds can get any dribble move / style, but your attribute determines the speed of the moves." And also a quick disclaimer, he did tweet also, just so we're clear, I have zero control over or anything else. Now the tweet had about 4,000 votes, and on that tweet, 65% of people said B, and I'd have to agree. The only thing I do disagree with is I don't think a 6'10" point forward should be able to get Steve Francis' signature size up, but hear me out. I think any build taller than 6'10" should still be able to get a quick first step, but height and speed with ball should determine the speed of the quick first step itself. So taller builds may get a significantly slower quick first step, but the better players will be able to use these builds, which does create a skill gap. There's this huge misconception going around that 6'10" builds or 6'8" or 6'9" builds have to be demigod builds, and that's not true. When I say that I want tall point guard builds to have a quick first step, instantly majority of the community thinks about the 6'9" point guards from 2K23. But that game literally lacked perimeter bump animations, which if that game had perimeter defense, the builds wouldn't be as OP as you guys think they are. Now, a lot of people didn't start playing 2K until around NBA 2K19 or 2K20, so a lot of you guys don't understand what I'm saying, so let me break it down. I want you guys to take a look at my stats on my 6'10" point forward from NBA 2K17. This build had a 72 3-point rating, a 78 mid-range, an 82 ball control, 91 speed with ball, 74 steal, and a 75 block. Please explain to me, how is this a demigod? This is a tall build that can get a quick first step, and it's still slower than the smaller guard's quick first step, but it also has very mediocre attributes. Just because a build is 6'10" doesn't make it a demigod. This was a balanced build. And the reason I bring this up is because I would love to see this in 2K26. Now, a lot of people hear this and they think that I want 6'10" point forwards to get a speed boost glitch, or I want them to be just as fast as the smaller guards. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, let us put the ball down on the floor. I've been dissecting the NBA 2K26 gameplay trailer over and over, and I found something pretty interesting worth talking about. In this clip, Anthony Edwards gets a solid quick first step. Now, originally when I did see this, I still thought the animation was pretty slow. But I decided to get on NBA 2K25 and replicate the same exact move that Anthony Edwards performed in the 2K26 trailer, and there is such a huge difference in the quick first step. Look how much quicker Anthony Edwards runs in 2K26 compared to 2K25. In 2K25, you can clearly see Anthony Edwards has a hitch and a pause before you can actually run out of the move. And even when you do run in 2K25, it is still way slower compared to 2K26. So in my opinion, this is already great news. Yesterday I tweeted, we need to be able to launch out of the dribble, aka a quick first step in 2K26. That's originally why adrenaline bars were introduced in 2K23. We should be able to instantly run out of any move, but height and speed with ball should determine the speed. And I added Mike Wang in hopes that he would see this tweet. What do you guys think about what I said? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, the reason I bring this up is because one of my followers replied saying, they know we want this, but will they deliver? With a gif of Kyrie doing a double behind the back, running up the court. Mike Wang quoted his tweet and said, you'll be able to do this by chaining 2 driving behind the backs together. And I'm not gonna lie, this got me excited. It's been such a long time since we've had actual real-life dribble moves be in 2K and they're effective at the same time. This reminds me of the behind-the-back move that I used to do back in 2K19. I would take the ball up the court and it would set up my next dribble move. But another reason why I bring this up is because Mike Wang definitely saw my tweet, read my opinion on how the dribbling should be in 2K26. So who knows, man? Maybe he's watching this video. Make sure you guys leave a comment and tell him what you want to see in 2K26. He may see it. Who knows? Now, I mentioned this in my news video yesterday, but I wanted to go more into detail about this. Mike Wang said that dribbling has changed a lot in 2K26. branching and chaining moves will generally feel more responsive, and you can interrupt more moves than you could in 2K25. We made an effort to make dribbling faster and the inputs more responsive as well. You'll find some great new content as well as the return of some old favorites. You'll find some great new content as well as the return of some old favorites like the Scottie Pippen behind the back wrap. So I think dribble heads will be able to create some nice highlights this year. Now, after reading that and watching the gameplay trailer over and over and over again, I want to talk about this specific Kyrie Irving clip. Now, you can clearly see Kyrie Irving does some sort of escape to the left into the standing behind the back animation going to the right. But I noticed something pretty specifically. Now, whoever was using Kyrie Irving in this clip definitely canceled out of that behind the back animation into a standing crossover. You can clearly see that he was able to cancel out of that dribble and get shifty. And just in general, the animation itself looks way faster than 2K25. Now, I was really hoping to see Kyrie Irving's quick first step in this clip, and they didn't showcase that, unfortunately. But the reason why I show this clip is because Mike Wang is saying that we're gonna have full control and the inputs will be way more responsive and faster. So it's looking pretty good so far, but again, I got to get my hands on the game to see if this is really true or not. And when Mike Wang said there will be a return of some of the old favorites like Scottie Pippen's behind the back wrap, which is basically the 2K20 Pro 3 behind the back, that got me really excited. Now, they already said that Pro Play is going to be back in 2K26, but I'm really interested to see how this will work if they bring back the old dribble moves, because in the old 2Ks, all of these animations were motion captured. So how will this look in 2K26? I'm not sure, but I really have a feeling that the old numbered animations are going to be returning to 2K26. I hope so. Next up, motion styles are returning to 2K26, and we have some more information on how they're going to work. Mike Wang said motion styles are driven by pro play just like dribble styles, so some styles will naturally be quicker and more explosive than others. For NBA 2K26, we've added rating gates, so you'll need higher attributes to equip the more effective styles. This is going to be really interesting, man. I wonder how they're going to balance this out. I wonder if you're going to need like some insane high speed or high agility rating to get some of the fastest motion styles in the game. Moving on, we have a new automatic alley-oop feature in NBA 2K26. Mike Wang says another passing feature added for NBA 2K26 is contextual auto lob passes. With this new auto lob to moving passes controller setting enabled, pressing the normal pass button, cross or A, or icon passes will throw lob passes to moving receivers in situations where a normal chest pass would be more prone to getting intercepted. Advanced playmakers who only want to throw lobs by pressing triangle or Y will want to set this option to disabled in the controller settings menu. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty excited to try this out. I don't know how well this will work, but I do think this could be very good for the average player or anyone just looking to improve. As long as the mechanic actually works and is logical, I think this is going to be good for 2K. Now, for all my lockdown defenders watching the video, Mike Wang said on-ball still targeting and still animations have been improved to reward defenders who position themselves well and anticipate the dribbler's moves. The canned animation pluck stills have been almost entirely disabled. Pass interceptions have been tuned a bit, but are similar in effectiveness to 2K25. Now, if this is actually true, I think this will separate the really good lockdowns from the average ones. He said the canned animation pluck stills have been almost entirely disabled. Almost is the key word. In the official NBA 2K26 gameplay trailer, you can see SGA get that exact can animation pluck steal, but SGA does have a 90 steal rating in 2K25. So maybe the higher the steal rating in 2K26, the more likely you'll get that RNG canned animation pluck. We're just gonna have to wait and see. There's probably gonna be some type of steal rating threshold to get that exact pluck animation. But ladies and gentlemen, this is all the news that we have so far about NBA 2K26. Make sure you check out yesterday's video. There's lots of insane information that you don't want to miss out on about shooting in 2K26. Don't miss out. If you learned a lot about all the information on NBA 2K26 in this video and you felt you were up to date with all the news, just do me a favor, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.